What is the correct cold holding temperature for TCS foods? A. 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. B. 45 degrees Fahrenheit or below. C. 50 degrees Fahrenheit or below. D. 60 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Answer A. 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. What is one of the big 6 foodborne illness-causing pathogens? A. Botulism. B. Norovirus. C. Campylobacter. D. Listeria. Answer B. Norovirus. What must be done before using a new thermometer? A. Clean it with sanitizer. B. Rinse with hot water. C. Calibrate it. D. Freeze it. Answer C. Calibrate it. What is the minimum safe cooking temperature for whole cuts of meat, like steak? A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Which of the following is a physical hazard? A. Dirt. B. Salmonella. C. Broken glass. D. Bleach. Answer C. Broken glass. What is the best way to reduce germs on food contact surfaces? A. Wipe with dry cloth. B. Wash with hot soapy water. C. Sanitize after washing. D. Use bleach on dirty surfaces. Answer C. Sanitize after washing. How can you tell if frozen food has been thawed and refrozen? A. Ice crystals inside the package. B. The label is missing. C. It smells like vinegar. D. It's double wrapped. Answer A. Ice crystals inside the package. What is the safest way to handle ready-to-eat food if you have a cut on your hand? A. Ignore it. B. Wear gloves over a bandage. C. Use hand sanitizer only. D. Just use utensils. Answer B. Wear gloves over a bandage. What must be included with raw or undercooked items on a menu? A. Ingredient list. B. Preparation method. C. Consumer advisory. D. Cooking instructions. Answer C. Consumer advisory. What is the purpose of using an air curtain at an exterior door? A. To keep the temperature stable. B. To block light. C. To keep pests out. D. To control humidity. Answer C. To keep pests out. What must be done with food prepared in an unpermitted location? A. Serve it immediately. B. Use it only for staff meals. C. Discard it. D. Label it as unsafe. Answer C. Discard it. Which illness symptom requires you to stay home and not return for at least 24 hours without medicine? A. Vomiting. B. Runny nose. C. Cough. D. Mild headache. Answer A. Vomiting. What is the correct way to store chemicals in a food service facility? A. In the dry storage room. B. In the refrigerator. C. Next to utensils for easy access. D. Away from food and equipment. Answer D. Away from food and equipment. What is one sign that fish is unsafe to accept from a supplier? A. Firm flesh. B. Cloudy, sunken eyes. C. Clear eyes. D. Mild ocean smell. Answer B. Cloudy, sunken eyes. Which food should be stored on the lowest shelf in the fridge? A. Cooked rice. B. Raw ground beef. C. Raw chicken. D. Sliced tomatoes. Answer C. Raw chicken. What is the safest way to reheat leftover soup for hot holding? A. Heat slowly on low for an hour. B. Microwave it to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. C. Leave it out to reach room temperature. D. Reheat it to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. Answer: D. Reheat it to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. What's a correct practice for employee hygiene? A. Wearing clean clothes and a hair restraint. B. Keeping long painted nails. C. Wearing ornate rings. D. Washing hands once a shift. Answer: A. Wearing clean clothes and a hair restraint. Which activity requires you to wash your hands? A. Putting on gloves. B. Touching raw meat. C. Working in the office. D. Wearing a hairnet. Answer: B. Touching raw meat. How often should food handlers change gloves? A. Every 2 hours. B. When they rip or after switching tasks. C. Once a shift. D. Every time they sweat. Answer: B. When they rip or after switching tasks. What is the minimum temperature for hot holding TCS food? A. 125 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 130 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer: C. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Which food must be labeled with a shellstock tag? A. Chicken. B. Raw shrimp. C. Raw oysters. D. Canned tuna. Answer: C. Raw oysters. Which is the best reason to use a STEM thermometer? A. To measure air temperature. B. To check internal food temperature. C. To monitor freezer power. D. To clean cooking oil. Answer: B. To check internal food temperature. Which is a chemical hazard in a food facility? A. A dirty cutting board. B. Unwashed lettuce. C. Sanitizer dripping into food. D. Hair in food. Answer: C. Sanitizer dripping into food. What must you do before preparing food if you've been away from the kitchen? A. Check your email. B. Sanitize your phone. C. Wash your hands. D. Drink water. Answer: C. Wash your hands. Which of the following is an acceptable method of thawing meat? A. On the counter. B. Under cold running water. C. In warm water. D. On a towel. Answer: B. Under cold running water. What is a safe practice when cooling large batches of food? A. Let sit at room temperature. B. Place in deep containers. C. Divide into smaller portions. D. Store in the oven. Answer: C. Divide into smaller portions. Which of the following is considered a time temperature control for safety, TCS, food? A. Raw carrots. B. Dried beans. C. Cooked potatoes. D. Crackers. Answer: C. Cooked potatoes. Which practice helps prevent cross-contamination? A. Cutting raw meat and vegetables with the same knife. B. Using one towel for all tasks. C. Using separate cutting boards for raw meat and ready-to-eat foods. D. Letting raw chicken rest near cooked food. Answer: C. Using separate cutting boards for raw meat and ready-to-eat foods. What should you do if a thermometer is dropped on the floor? A. Clean it with a napkin. B. Calibrate it. C. Keep using it. D. Throw it away. Answer: B. Calibrate it. What is an example of physical contamination? A. Bleach in soup. B. Bacteria in milk. C. Metal shavings in food. D. Salmonella in chicken. Answer: C. Metal shavings in food. What should you do if your gloves tear while preparing food? A. Tape them up. B. Wash your hands and put on a new pair. C. Ignore and keep working. D. Put a second glove on top. Answer: B. Wash your hands and put on a new pair. How often should you test the concentration of a sanitizer solution? A. Once a week. B. At the end of each shift. C. When you fill the bucket. D. Only if it looks weak. Answer: C. When you fill the bucket. What is the final step in manual dishwashing using the 3-compartment sink? A. Sanitize. B. Air dry. C. Wash. D. Rinse. Answer: B. Air dry. What is the proper procedure after washing produce? A. Spray it with sanitizer. B. Peel it immediately. C. Cut off bruised areas. D. Store with raw meat. Answer: C. Cut off bruised areas. What is the correct way to reheat manufactured TCS food for hot holding? A. To 135 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. B. To 145 degrees Fahrenheit in a microwave. C. To 155 degrees Fahrenheit slowly. D. To 120 degrees Fahrenheit before service. Answer: A. To 135 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. Which item should be rejected upon delivery? A. Cheese at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. B. Eggs at 45 degrees Fahrenheit. C. Milk at 41 degrees Fahrenheit. D. Cans that are dented or leaking. Answer: D. Cans that are dented or leaking. What is a sign that refrigerated food is stored properly? A. Stored on the floor. B. Stored above raw meats. C. Covered, labeled, and dated. D. Uncovered to keep it cool. Answer: C. Covered, labeled, and dated. Why should you never eat or drink while preparing food? A. It looks unprofessional. B. It could cause chemical contamination. C. It could contaminate the food. D. It makes you work slower. Answer: C. It could contaminate the food. What does calibrate a thermometer mean? A. Freeze it. B. Adjust it to an accurate standard. C. Clean it with soap. D. Shake it before use. Answer: B. Adjust it to an accurate standard. How long can TCS food be stored in the fridge if made in the facility? A. 24 hours. B. 48 hours. C. 5 days. D. 7 days. Answer: D. 7 days.